But I think from the whole conversation, I think everybody should understand from now that it does not matter what age you are or how healthy you think you are or you look, right? The first thing that you should be always doing is trying to find out what could go wrong with you and how to make sure you remedy them. You know, your nutrition should be on point. You have to go get your STI test. You know, it does not matter. Even if you have one partner, you're not sure if your partner is not sleeping with somebody else because we've got to that point in life now, right? So it's always important to get all of those tests done. And like Dr. Baji said, he gave us an example where in this day of age, he would choose HIV over diabetes because he knows it's easier to control HIV than it would be easier to control diabetes. It's so sad that half of our population, or I would think a majority of our people here right now already are struggling with diabetes and don't even know the right way to deal with it. Right.
4 out of 10 Gambians
4 out of
that
10.
we screen. And we've screened over 10,000 Gambians since we started because, as you know, we always provide free blood pressure screening, free blood sugar screening, free body composition screening.
What's your number?
4 out of 10 Gambians that we screen have abnormal blood pressure or abnormal blood sugar. That's 40%
of Gambia.
And sometimes as young as in their 20s, right? So it's not even we think this is a problem. No, we know most people are going to die early because of chronic conditions, right?
So yeah, that brings up the point where if you just want to live a healthy life or if you just want to be better, including us who think we love people at home, our elderly ones, that we're making every meal for them tailored, but also in the worst way possible. We've been giving them juice, giving them too much sugar, not even caring how much water they're drinking. You know, I think it's got to a point where we have to even talk to our parents and be like, I know you want to pray straight 5 times without having to go do this and that, but you cannot not pray. You cannot not drink water just because you want to pray and then kill yourself in the... It's more like suicide. I don't think even religion accepts that, right?
It is, though. Most people's relationship with food is suicidal.
Yeah. And
it's just slow.
There's no way religion would accept suicide. So
it's just
so
slow.
we need to put religion aside. We need to put some of these things, especially us that always think everything about health is always expensive, or you just don't want people finding out about what is wrong with you. I think it's come to a point where if it's survival and people knowing stuff about me, I'll pick survival any day, right?
Yeah, but
but also, you have places in Gambia that you can walk into, get tested, get medications, get doctor's advice on everything without even the people in the hospital knowing you've been there. Because technically, if you leverage the telehealth that you're talking about, you don't even need to walk into the hospital, right?
Yeah. But it's limited.
It's limited.
It is limited.
It's limited.
Right.
We need to create more awareness.
Yeah.
And more testing centers to make it easier for the young ones. Because there are people that will want to test, but they don't know where to go.
That's true. And you know the reality is, these conditions don't care how you feel about them. They're not going anywhere.
Exactly.
You have an STD, you're worried about stigma. That STD is not going anywhere.
It's only gonna
You
get
have
worse.
hypertension, you have diabetes. You be in denial all you want. It's just going to destroy your body slowly. So most people, those are your options. And I think as healthcare professionals, especially Amara is going to be the future of healthcare.
By God's grace.
Our healthcare professionals need to be honest with how we communicate with patients.
Yeah.
There's no maslaha. If you have a condition, we need to start telling people you have 2 options. Get on the right medication, get frequently tested, have a life chance of living longer. You don't. You could go to any traditional healthcare system you have. There's nothing wrong with some of them, but sometimes they're problematic. You're gonna die early. So if patients understand there's 2 lanes, like the Matrix, the red pill or the blue pill, right? It changes the conversation. Right? And oftentimes, nothing against our traditional healers is, but when it doesn't work, or an emergency happens, then all of a sudden these people have an epiphany and believe in modern medicine again and run to the hospital.
Yeah.
When your life battery is already at 3%.
Yeah.
So it's just those 2 things. It's not that simple. Nobody's God. Everybody knows when you're going to be born and die. But scientifically, we know what certain things are going to lead to early death. Which is why the average Gambian we have less than 2%. About 2.4% of our population that are older than 65 years old. That's one of the worst in the world. Only 0.1% of our population gets to celebrate 80 years old. The average Gambian man dies in their 50s.